What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another video. We're back at it this time with an update for Devil Hunter. You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and clap it up. Anyways, this time we have the Cosmo Devil Fiend update. And if you don't know who this is from Chainsaw Man, it's like this devil that basically knows everything and like has all knowledge. So I'm pretty interested in what moves it'll have. So before this video starts, I do want to give the codes, and it is 200k likes and 900k members. So if you do these codes, then you'll get 10 rerolls. You get Fiend rerolls and you get Clan rerolls. So enjoy those. So I haven't managed to get it just yet, you know, but you know, it's a process, you know, give it a little bit of time. But what we can't do is see what the devs said in the update log. Okay, so a Fiend is called Cosmo Fiend. Just like I said, it's an omnipotent being born from the terrifying fear of the cosmos. And it looks like it has a gimmick here. So it says, can you handle Halloween? And every time the player successfully lands a skill, they gain a Halloween aura. So charging this aura grants the user a radius passive called Can You Handle Halloween? Okay, so it's like kind of like a mold buff if you land a skill. So it works similarly to Fear from Type Soul. Standing near the player without hitting them forces you to lose your mind, applying a screen VFX that reflects the feeling of being on LSD. Once reaching a high enough insanity, player animation showcasing players losing their mind. Okay, so it looks like it has a sort of insanity play on it. So I mean, so that's pretty cool. It sounds like it'll be pretty good. The ZM1 is Halloween, and it's a strong swipe of your hand. Release the energy of the cosmos, knocking back anything around you in an instant. That actually sounds pretty good. ZM2 is All Out Halloween, so the player reads their book. So it'll give you a book to fight with. Within this instant, their eyes will begin to glow and the circular field will show around them. If hit, it'll stun the attacker for a prolonged period of time. Okay, so it has a stun. Okay, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's good to know. Hopefully the stun isn't too much, because you know what I'm saying, people are gonna ask for a nerf. If it's just like a stun that'll just have you stuck the whole fight, you know, like people are gonna hate that. M1 M2 is delayed scare. M1 throws pumpkins forward. They are able to latch on to 10 people and last for 2 minutes. These pumpkins can also rest on the ground and be exploded on touch. Okay, that's pretty cool. M2 is snap your fingers, triggering all pumpkins on players, exploding them in an instant. Okay, so it's kind of like a sticky bomb, C4 bomb type of thing, but in the form of pumpkin. C is Halloween. Shoot out a beam that lifts the opponent into the air, slamming them on the ground and pulling them towards you into a throwaway. Okay, that sounds like I want Cosmo. I gotta get Cosmo. I'm not even sure why the 10 rerolls they gave me didn't work. You know what I'm saying? CM2 is guess what day it is. So in the dazzling moment, throw a pumpkin that lights up into a bomb that explodes into the sky, hitting players within a radius for about 2 seconds before a final explosion. And it has a block variant. So activate passive after filling 5 bars. This will give you access to the gimmick Halloween aura that gives people in your radius the Halloween distortion effect for 5 seconds every 30 seconds. It looks like Cosmo is gonna be a problem. I'm not gonna lie. It sounds like Cosmo is gonna be a problem, so I don't really know. I'm gonna try to get it, and if I do get it, I'm gonna do a showcase. So stay tuned, subscribe if you want to see that. It looks like we have a balance patch now, and you know how Devil Hunter gets with this. You know, I heard so much people complain about, you know, that it wasn't balanced and that it was balanced or whatever. I don't know why you would complain if it's balanced, but basically in the public's opinion, the game was heavily unbalanced. And hopefully what they did here kind of like did it. And I'm not gonna lie, for me, fighting people with medium weapon, I believe medium weapon definitely need to be nerfed, because that little shoulder charge took like all of my health, like every single time. So I don't know, hopefully they nerfed that. You see, we got Contractor 6 skill changes. Land Splitter and lag reverted to normal. Hyper armor added Whirlwind Cleaver after first hit happens. We have gun weapon changes. M2 running M1. Gun has parry stun from close distance. Rotten Ruin weapon changes. Okay, so it reduces in lag for Rotten Ruin. Sealed World weapon changes. M1 speed increase, increased hitbox. Oh, okay. So Sealed World got a buff, so you know that's good for y'all. Base Katana weapon changes. Katana base damage lowered, so that's a little bit of a nerf. Kuchi Katana, I probably butchered that name, but increased M1 speed, hitbox increase. Murasama base M1 increase. A change for the dagger weapon. Undead Sickles nerf. Yeah, we have a lot of these changes here. I'm just throw the list up here, and whatever you see that you have, that's they changed a little bit. And it says forgot to include, but legendary clans are now rollable. So that's okay. Clap it up for that. That means the Gunji or Gunji clan and the Fushai or Fushe, whichever one those are now rollable. And Gunji has a 10% damage buff, and if you reach 25 health, your character enters this sort of state of mania, and you gain increased technique, resistance, and speed by 15%. If Fushe has a 12% speed buff, and after landing 3 contract fiend skills, you apply a conqueror's dominance upon your opponent, decreasing speed and posture by 10%. This decays 1% every 3 seconds. So it's kind of like a conqueror's hockey that you have. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know about y'all, but I'm looking for Fushe. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get Fushe or something. That speed increase is pretty cool. Now that I think about it, I might go for Gunji. I'm not really too sure what I want to go for, but yeah, you know, both of them are pretty good. Okay, I believe that's the end of this video. I'm gonna try to get Cosmo Fiend. If I don't, then I guess it just wasn't meant for me. But if you guys got it, then I hope that you do enjoy it, and I hope that this video gave you a little bit more clarity on what you have and what your skills do and everything like that. But you guys definitely leave a like and subscribe if you like the video, and tune into the next one.